to this daily tune-up, approximately 30-minute yoga class. This is a series of postures that I find are really beneficial for warming up the whole body and setting up your day. But it can be done at any point during the day. So if mornings aren't the best time for you, find a time that works. And I invite you to settle in. Begin by, if you like music, I typically don't play music while I teach. If there's a particular piece of music that you find very calming, very settling, pause the video and turn that music on. Music can be a way to help us drop in more deeply, quieting the busy mind. And when you're ready, come into seated mountain pose, knees over ankles, feet firmly planted on the floor. Allow your sit bones to soften as you lengthen up, feeling the length of your spine, imagining a cord at the top of your head, gently lifting you up. And we're just going to begin by tuning into our breath. Take a long, full inhale. And when you're ready, exhale through the mouth. Do that 2 more times. Inhaling nose, exhaling mouth. We'll begin with Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, which is a breath practice of pranayama that helps us balance the hemispheres of the brain. We're going to bring our right hand up, close the right nostril with the right thumb, fingertips pointing upward. Your left hand can be resting on your thigh or put in Gya Mudra, which is placing the thumb and the pointer finger together and resting that hand on the thigh. We're just going to start with left nostril breathing, inhaling long and deep through the left, full inhale, and when you're ready, full exhale. Continuing to breathe through the left nostril only. Gaze is soft, looking down. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. It helps for us to drop into ourselves more deeply. Left nostril breathing is associated with the moon energy, a calming breath that can help us tap into the parasympathetic rest and restore part of our nervous system. Be sure at the top of your inhale to pause, at the end of your exhale to pause, and just notice the transition between your inhale and your exhale. At the top of your next inhale, pause with the ring finger of the same hand, close the left nostril, exhale long and deep through the right, and continue inhaling and exhaling only through the right. If you've opened your eyes, soften your gaze or close your eyes. Allow your sit bones to soften in the chair as your spine lengthens up. Right nostril breathing is associated with the sun, Surya, the sun energy. So it's a pick-me-up, taps into the sympathetic part of our nervous system. So if you ever need a pick-me-up during the day, right nostril breathing might be the practice you'd want to incorporate into your daily life. You're going to prepare to go back and forth, alternating one nostril to the other. So at the top of your next inhale, pause, close right, exhale left, in left, out right. Continue at your breath pace, inhaling in one nostril, exhaling from the other, going back and forth. Top of your next inhale, pause. Exhale, bring your right hand down, eyes soft or closed. Just take a moment to tune into your energy. Check in. How are you feeling? agitated, anxious, calm, centered. Just see if you can tap into how you're feeling in this present moment. And then slowly place your hands on your abdomen. We're going to do a pranayama practice, a breath practice called Dirga Pranayama, a 3-part breath, beginning with feeling the breath at the abdomen. So as you inhale, feel your belly rise. As you exhale, draw the navel to spine. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, navel to spine. Follow the flow of your breath. And at the end of your next exhale, place your hands on your ribs. Inhale, belly rises, ribs expand. On your exhale, ribs soften in, navel returns to the spine, just gently drawing the navel in. Inhale, belly, ribs. Exhale, ribs, navel. And then following the next exhale, place your hands on your chest, lift the chest slightly, feel that gentle lift of the navel to engage your core. Inhale, belly rises, ribs expand, chest lifts. Exhale, chest softens, ribs come in, navel to spine. We're just going to do this full breathing for a few breaths. Long, deep breathing can help us tap into the parasympathetic rest and restore part of our nervous system. It's good to have these kinds of breath practices in your toolbox, your daily toolbox of things that you can do to support yourself throughout the day as you face life's challenges. At the end of your next exhale, bring your hands down, lengthen up through the spine, and we'll begin the warm up with the neck. Go at your pace. Never do anything that I am guiding you to do if it doesn't feel right for you. Trust the wisdom of your own body. If it's comfortable, inhale, turn your head to the left. Pause, exhale right. Continue following the flow of your breath, pausing at the end of your inhale, feeling the neck, the upper back. Exhale, go the other way when you're ready. Breath is smooth, movement is smooth. And then coming back to center. Gentle lift of the navel, the heart is lifted, chin is in. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Following the flow of your breath. The feet are firmly planted on the floor. So what I see sometimes is people move into postural habits where they might tuck their feet back. The reason we want the feet firmly planted is we want a good grounding pose, a supportive pose. The next time the chin drops down, pause. Now, if you've had a neck injury, continue going from side to side. Otherwise, the head rolls. Inhaling as you come forward, exhale as you roll your head back and around. Keep the movement soft, or you can go a little bit further if that feels comfortable. But if you feel any kind of discomfort at all, keep the circle small. You can even imagine that there's a chalkboard in front of you and your nose is the chalk and you're making circles with your nose. So again, you are the wisdom of your body. You know what feels right for you. Pause, go the other way. Drawing your attention to whatever part of your body is inviting you to notice. The next time the chin drops down, pause, lift the head up. And then we move to the shoulders. Shoulder shrugs. Inhale, up, exhale, release. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice strong breath through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhaling up, exhaling, release. Keep the breath smooth, pausing at the top of your inhale and at the end of your exhale. The next time you squeeze up, squeeze the whole body, squeeze the abdomen, the legs, squeeze, squeeze. Can breath out the mouth. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up, tighten the whole body. Exhale, mouth. One more time. Inhale, squeeze. And out mouth when you're ready. Hands on your thighs. Slowly bring your fingertips to your shoulders. Now we're going to work the shoulders a bit more. You can make small circles with your elbow and keep the elbows low if you have any shoulder issues. If it's comfortable and you want to take your elbows out to the side, make bigger circles. So just notice, if it's available to you, you can touch the elbows in front and then draw the shoulder blades back behind. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Breath is smooth. The next time the elbows come to the front, pause, go the other way. Or if you're just losing lower elbows, just rotate in the opposite direction. Opening up, feeling your body. The next time the elbows come out to the side, pause. Inhale the elbows up, the wrists, the back of the hands will touch. Exhale down. 2 more times, inhale up. Exhale. Last one, inhaling up. Exhale down, hands on your thighs. Take a slightly wider stance. Coming into what's called Sufi grind or waist roll. We're going to inhale as we come forward, exhale back and around. Now, if you have lower back issues, you want to be very mindful of your movement here. If you feel any pinching or pain, just keep the circles really small and notice the sensations. You can start small and go a little bit bigger, or if you feel it's really comfortable and it's really nice in your body, you can make big circles, inhaling forward, exhaling back. Breath is smooth. Eyes are soft. Draw your attention inward. The next time you come forward, pause, go in the opposite direction. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. When you come forward again, pause. Inhale, come up. Bring the feet in a little closer, just about hip width apart, feet firmly planted. We're going to come into cat-cow. Cat-cow, I'm just going to turn my chair so you can see. Helps to awaken the spine. Yogis say the spine is the superhighway. Hands on your thighs. And we're going to use a 2-part breath. So it's 2 strokes in through the nose, 1 out through the mouth. So it's in for 2. Draw the shoulder blades back. Exhale, mouth. Into, out, mouth. Go at your pace. You can let your hands slide along your thighs. You inhale, opening, draw the elbows back. Exhale. Full breath up. Inhaling for 2. Exhaling out the mouth. Notice the sensations in your spine, your lower back. You carry a lot of stress and tension along the spine and in the lower back. So just noticing what you feel and breathing into any areas that need that extra bit of attention today. The end of your next exhale, come back up to seated. And then we're gonna do cat-cow with dancing cat. Dancing cat works the core. So feet firmly planted again. We're gonna inhale, open into the cow. Exhale, curl forward and bring one knee up. Inhale, arching the spine, elbows back. Exhale, opposite knee. Inhaling. Exhale, engage your core, gentle lift of the navel. Feel the core being activated as you inhale, open, exhale, lift. Tuning in to your body, tuning in to the fluctuations of the mind. Inhale, come back to center. Spine is long. I'm preparing for seated twists. Seated twists were explained to me as wringing out the dishcloth, wringing out the toxins. So the key with a seated twist is to keep the legs firmly planted. So they're not going to windshield wiper with us as we turn our torso. We're rotating the torso, which creates the twist in the spine and helps to wring out the toxins in the digestive organs. Inhale your arms up overhead, relax the shoulder blades down, palms can face one another. Exhale, turn your torso left, lengthen up, reaching up gently. And when you can't rotate anymore, let your arms soften down, right hand on left thigh, left hand behind you. Heart is lifted, chin is in. Stay and breathe. Stay in the twisted posture on your exhale. Turn your head to the left. Turn your head to the right. Draw the left shoulder back. And breathe. Exhaling, head back to the left. See if you can extend the twist a little more with each exhale. Not forcing, but allowing. Letting go. On your next inhale, reach the arms up overhead, full breath in. Exhale out. Next inhale, reach the arms up, relax the shoulder blades down, lengthen up through the spine, rotate your torso to the right. This time the arms come down, left hand on right thigh, right hand just behind. You can hold the seat of the chair, the back of the chair. You can go a little deeper if that's available to you. Not forcing the stretch, just allowing it to soften with each exhale. Stay in your twisted posture on your exhale. Your head will turn to the left as you draw the right shoulder back. Keeping the breath smooth. When you're ready on your exhale, turn your head back to the right. See if you can deepen the stretch a bit more. Just notice what you see. And when you're ready, on your inhale, the arms will float up overhead. Full breath in, full breath out. Next, we're going to warm up the hips in preparation for a hip stretch, a pigeon pose. Bring your right knee up, and we're going to inhale the knee out, exhale it back to center. Inhaling and exhaling at your pace. Gentle lift of the navel to engage your core. Breath is smooth. You can keep your hands on your thighs. You can hold the sides of the chair. You can bring up your knee a little higher if you want a little more engagement with the core, or just keep the foot a little lower. The next time the knee comes in, pause, bring the right foot down, left knee up. Inhale, exhale back. Learning to align the breath with the movement. As we move through a pose and within different poses, We train the mind to focus on the breath, which happens unconsciously. Brings our conscious awareness to our breathing, come back to center, exhale. Now we're going to do knee circle, so bring the right knee up and circle in one direction, doesn't matter which one. And notice what you're feeling. Now there's a tendency to collapse the body, so lengthen up, draw the navel in, and breathe. You can even have your hand on your abdomen if that helps. Pause, go the other way. And notice what you're feeling. At any point, if something doesn't feel right for you, don't do it. Come back to center. Bring the right knee down, left knee up, circling in one direction. And notice your breath. Is it jagged or smooth, long or short, warm or cool? Pause, other way. And come back to center. Exhale this foot down. Inhale, take your right knee to chest, bring the knee up. Inhale, exhale the knee higher. Inhale, exhale a little higher. Do that one more time at your breath pace. Stay, lengthen up. So again, there's a tendency to lean back. Try to keep the spine long, chin in. Now we have 3 options for figure 4 pigeon. If it's difficult to bring your foot up over top of your thigh, we never force this pose because we don't want to strain anything. We want to gradually create the flexibility. So crossing at the ankles and hinging this way, crossing at the thighs. If you have any kind of tightness that causes any pinching or pain, this might be a preferred position. If it's available to you, knee comes up over into a 4, number 4. Check your left knee, that your left knee is over your ankle. So what happens is sometimes the foot's out to the side, creates strain on the knee. So make sure that you've got that stability by having the knee over the ankle. The other thing that happens is we want to roll into it so we can go deeper. But I invite you not to do that for the first round, but to put your hands in your hip creases, gentle lift of the navel, and fold like you're a piece of paper. So we're just folding forward slowly on the exhale and just noticing what you feel in the right hip. Go slow and breathe. And with each exhale, see if you can soften a little deeper. Not forcing, just softening down. And then when you've reached maximum of movement, allow your upper body to curl forward. Let your head and neck go. Soften into the pose and breathe. Breathing into the right hip. You can imagine the breath going into the right hip, softening the areas that are tight. And on the exhale, you can imagine you're releasing and letting go any stress or tension in that hip. On your next inhale, slowly rise up, full breath. Bring your arms up overhead, take the knee to the chest again, rotate the foot. I do a lot of breathing in my classes with the arms overhead. It's a other way with the foot for me to remind myself to fill myself up with oxygen. If you don't want to incorporate the arms into the breath, when we do that, just leave the arms down, pause. Coming into hamstring stretch, we're going to reach the right leg out. So you have to come off the chair so that your right leg is straight. You're going to feel it in the back of the leg in the hamstring. The right heel presses away, right toes up towards the ceiling, heart is lifted. Make sure that your left knee is over your ankle and that you're stable in the pose, hands in your hip creases, and fold forward again. Lead with the heart. So avoid collapsing into it, but just folding and noticing when you start to feel sensation. And notice where you feel those sensations. Softening down and coming to a place that's comfortable for you. You can have your hand on your shin, or you can soften down and grab the foot. There's a tendency for the foot to want to pull away because of the movement on the hamstring, so try to keep the toes up. We want to benefit from this pose by having the toes up towards the ceiling. On the next inhale, slowly rise up. Take a full breath in. This time the left knee comes up. Inhale, exhale that knee higher. Nice full inhale, exhale higher when you're ready. And inhale, exhale a bit higher. Now we're going to bring this leg into figure 4. Again, your options are into the 4 position, across the thighs, or across the ankles when we fold forward this way. We never force this position. We don't want to have to pull the leg into something that isn't comfortable and risk an injury or exacerbating an injury you already have. Lengthen up through the spine, hands in the hip crease, lead with your heart. Exhale and fold. Breath is smooth. Noticing your inhale and your exhale. And with each exhale, see if you can soften a little deeper. And when you've reached the end of the movement, you can roll into it a little bit further and allow your body to roll in and breathe. On your next inhale, slowly rise up, full breath, breathe up, fill yourself up. Exhale, bring the left knee in, rotate the left foot in one direction, pause, then the other way. And then we're going to move to hamstring stretch on the left, extend the left leg out, right knee over ankle, spine is long, heart is lifted. Exhale, hinging at the hips, put your hands in the hip creases, fold, lead with the heart. Eyes looking at a spot on the floor in front of you. Continue softly going down until there's no more available movement. And then you can bring your hand down, rest your right arm on your right thigh. And if you're able, you can take that left foot, but don't force it. Just as well to have your hand on your shin, keeping the toes up, than to have the toes drop down away. And you may be feeling that in the hamstring on the left side. Wherever you feel sensation, breathe into that area. Keep the breath long and smooth. On your next inhale, slowly rise up. Take a slightly wider stance. We're going to come into forward fold seated. If you have back issues, you want to be very mindful not to go all the way down. So option A is to rest one hand in the other and let your head and neck go with your arms resting on your thighs. Or you're going to come all the way down with your hands on the floor. We'll begin with a big inhale, full breath in. Exhale, come down, folding, and then letting your hands down on the floor. And breathe into your lower back and into your hips. If you're up a little higher, that's okay. Let your head and neck go in either position and breathe into the lower back and the hips. Feel the fullness of your breath. Notice your inhale, your exhale. With each exhale, imagine you're releasing and letting go whatever you might be holding in your body today. When you're ready, press your feet into the mat. Use your legs to come up and engage the core. Inhale, slowly come back up. Full breath in. Exhale, hands onto your thighs. Eyes soft or closed for a moment. Just notice how you're feeling. Notice the quality of your breathing. Notice the state of the mind. We're going to finish this class with a breath practice of pranayama called box breathing that helps to stabilize the breath, the nervous system. It involves us breathing in for a count of 4, holding the inhale for a count of 4, exhaling for a count of 4, and holding out on a count of 4. If you find that doing 4 in, holding for 4, out for 4, holding the out breath for 4, creates discomfort or anxiety in your system, you can change the number to 3. Just keep each one the same. So 3 in, hold, 3 out, 3, hold, out, 3. Or go 4. I'm going to guide us through a couple rounds, and then you'll be on your own. But we'll begin by allowing our sit bones to soften in the chair. If you're used to doing Shavasana, laying on the floor, and lay on the floor. Or you can lay on the floor with your feet up on a chair, or just stay in the chair seated. Whichever position is best for you. And when you're ready, inhale for 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Continue at your own pace. Eyes soft or closed. Following the rhythm of your breath, changing the number to 3, 4 feels a little bit uncomfortable for any reason. In your breathing in this way, soften your gaze. Allow your brow to relax, your shoulders to relax. Following the rhythm, the breath practice that we're doing. The end of your exhale, back to a natural breath. I invite you to drop in and notice how you're feeling now at the end of class. Eyes soft or closed. Notice the sensation of your breath. And the rise and fall of the breathing. Place your right hand on your heart, left over right, if you wish. Bring to mind one thing in your life that you're grateful for. Learning to train the mind to focus on the many blessings of our lives. When you're ready, open your eyes, hands at your heart if you wish. Sat Nam, Namaste. Wishing you a glorious day. And feel free to leave a comment or just to do the class as often as is supportive for you. Sat Nam.